Well, sometimes you've got to take a step back before you can take one forward. That's the approach the Arena Football League is trying to take. This past Monday, the league announcing it has suspended play for the upcoming 2009 season. League owners voting in favor of shutting it down during a conference call. Move may have been prompted by Article 23, Section 4 of the collective bargaining agreement, which states that if a team ceases to operate after December 15th, it would be responsible for paying all salaries of players under contract. Under the current contract, the salary cap is about $2 million in players' salaries. Players offered to take at least a 25% pay cut to help things out. As generous as that was, the owners feel they need to control costs even more to make this business model work. So they're pulling the plug on next season, hopefully to reorganize and come back for the 2010 season.
You know, it's all about the long term, and we wouldn't be around for the long term unless this thing got fixed. So it is really disappointing. No one wanted to sit out a season, but we all feel like this is what's best for the long term health of the league.
I know the players were offering concessions there. Do you need more than what they were offering to make this work?
Yeah, I think certainly the player part of it is a big part of the puzzle, but it's not just a player issue. It's a revenue issue and an expense issue.
Now, with the shutdown, 7 to 9 employees of the Rampage are going to be laid off because of this. But the team will retain general manager Scott Woodruff as well as head coach Steve Ton and his staff. That's good news because under Ton, the Rampage became a contender again, advanced to the American Conference Championship game in his first season. Just when momentum was on their side, the rug now gets pulled out from underneath those guys.
It is definitely disappointing. We had a lot of momentum coming off of last season, and the team stepped it up, and we were feeling really good going into this season.
It's definitely disappointing because the 2008 season ended so well, advancing all the way to the championship, or conference championship, and we really felt like in 2009 we would pick up where we left off in 2008.
Now, of course, job layoffs have pretty much become an everyday story in the news these days, but how do those layoffs affect the workers and those close to them? Monday's announcement about the cancellation of the 2009 Arena League season hitting especially hard for one Rampage player.
Booting game-winning field goals must seem like the easy part, compared with the real-life challenges Brian Goins is now facing. He needed the Rampage in the Arena League probably even more than the team needed him.
The reason I was playing arena football was A, because I loved it and were good at it, had a good time doing it, but the biggest reason was for insurance.
Having spent 6 seasons kicking with the Rampage, Brian has settled down in West Michigan. He has a wife and a family and works with Leading Edge Realty in the off-season. But as a small business owner, he depends on the AFL's insurance plan.
Essentially, I was using the Arena Football League to pay for insurance, 401k, and all that other good stuff that you don't get as a small business owner.
So he was counting on another season with the Rampage and counting on that insurance.
It's really frustrating because William, my 2-year-old, has had a lot of medical expenses, a lot. He's had 4 surgeries, and those bills have mounted.
And those bills are likely to continue to mount, as little William will soon be joined by a new baby brother.
This hurts real bad because insurance is expensive, and mine runs out in February, and we have a baby due in March. Fun stuff.
Brian says he understands that the breakdown that led to the decision to cancel the upcoming season, but he's frustrated because it happened 5 months after last season ended, leaving lots of guys like himself now scrambling to find other lines of work and hopefully to get some insurance.